Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. Today we will going to see how to enable a HTTPS listener for your MuleSoft application. So what is the HTTPS and what is the HTTP? So HTTPS is also a HTTP protocol like HTTP protocol like HTTP. Okay, so HTTPS is a secure protocol, like it make data encrypted at the transit layer, at the transport layer. So it create a secure channel between client and the server when they are exchanging a data. So let me go through the SSL handshake. So how does it have? So basically the client always initiate the connection towards the server. So where client will send hello and like various what are the algorithms supported by a client and some random number. In that response, server will also send like algorithms and the random number and the hello message to the client. Okay, now server send a keys, a certificates, a public key and a private key to the client authenticate server. Okay, now client will generate a pre-master secret, okay, which using the public key of the server. So it will generate a pre-master key, or that is the encrypted, and it will be generated using a server's public key. Now server have a private key, right? So the private key is basically is used to encrypt any data. So basically we will use the server will use that private key to decrypt the data. Once data is decrypted, the both will calculate the keys. Okay, then like both will say, client will say I am finished, server will say I am finished. Then at the end it create a secure channel between client and the server. So now they will use this encrypted pre-master secret key for the further communication. So what is the life cycle of this key? So like till your session is alive, right? So that key will be there. So once you close the session, so that whole whenever this client comes again, the whole communication will happen again this. Okay, and this happened for the first time, so it doesn't happen with each and every request. Once the communication has been set up between this client and the server, so like once keys encrypted keys has been generated, then they can use that particular keys to have a communication or to exchange the data between client and server. Okay, so let me go to my MuleSoft Anypoint Studio. I will create a simple application, that is I will go to new Mule project and I will say HTTPS demo example, and I will simply say finish. Now so basically you can drag and drop HTTP listener. Okay, and I will create one small properties file into source main resources, new file. I can say app dot properties. And one more thing, like I will tell you, so when you want to run your application or HTTPS on CloudHub on shared load balancer, you need to deploy the application on port S8082. If you deploy our application on 8081, it will not work. The HTTPS will not work. If you deploy application on 8081, it will work on HTTP protocol. So what I will do, I will go to http.properties. Where is my properties? Yeah, I will just drag and drop this up. I can say https dot port equals to 8082. Okay, so this is the property you need to use, because I will going to deploy this application into the CloudHub. Now next step, so basically next step is I will go to global element and I will simply search for configuration properties, and I can give the path to my configuration properties, that is app.properties. Okay, the next thing, now I will start configuring this HTTP listener, and I will click on this add sign. Okay, and I can see dollar https dot port. Okay, so it is https dot port. Okay, so other thing, you have to change the protocol to HTTPS, now TLS. So basically we require key store. So basically key store is used to keep the server certificates and the server certificates basically. So basically server private key, where trust store, where you keep the client certificate, a trusted client certificate. Okay, for SSL and SIG. But in this case, like, we will just keep like key private key of your server. So first we need to generate the private key of your server. So for that there is a command. Okay, so you can use this command key tool generate key pair, and you give to where you have to create a key store. So you can say, I want to create my key store in E drive. You have to give the password. Okay, for your key store, that is MuleSoft. You have to give the password for store pass. So basically it's your store pass. So basically, okay, you will use the algorithm will be RSA, and like signing algorithm with SHA-1 with RSA, you can give a key size 1042048 like 4096 alias. And I am just saying like allowed DNS, or like it's localhost 127.0.0.1. Give this command, copy this command, and like make sure like you have a key tool in JDK/bin. Paste this command, enter it. If you want to put first name last, you can put it, otherwise you can ignore this. Okay, and say yes. Okay, it generated key tool JKS file in my E drive with the certificate with the private key. Let me refresh this page, and I cannot see it here. Yeah, this is my key store. I will copy this key store, and like I will just say okay here, and I will paste it in source main resources, right? And I will simply click on this edit again, and I can say TLS. Under TLS I have edit inline. So what algorithm we have used? We have used JKS. You can give the path, it's in source main resources. In that case you don't have to give a full path. You can simply say key store.jks. okay, like if you want to provide alias, you can do that, but and you can provide the key store password and the password for your key and algorithm. That's fine. So you can provide this much of configuration and simply say okay. Okay, now if you go to configuration XML, it added some, this is the thing it added: TLS context, TLS key store is JKS path, and the password, and key password and the normal password. Now I will go back to my HTTP listener, and I can give the path equals to test. That will be enough. I can simply I will just set payload, and in payload I can say tested, and simply run the project. So we have used the self-signed certificate, right? So like in real scenario, we generally don't use the self-signed certificate. We generally use the certificate from VeriSign, from GoDaddy, or from other vendor. So yeah, so in this case I will show you like one issue you may face for using the self-signed certificate. Let first application get deployed. So let me form the URL. So my URL will be like this: https localhost 8082/ and it's a test. Copy this URL and let application has been deployed, and I will simply say Control V, and I will enter it. Site refused the connection. Something is wrong. Let me check. It should not refuse the connection. 8082 is okay. The port is 8081. Sorry. So I kept it 8081. That's fine. So I will try with 8081. Enter. So when you use the self-signed certificate, it gives some like a warning where your connection is not private. Like, okay, so browser is not able to recognize this certificate. In that case, you can go to advanced and simply say proceed to localhost. And like, this is problem with self-signed certificate, and you can see the output has been downloaded. I will say show in output, let open with edit with no, and this is my test application. You can see that. Okay, let me, something is wrong, let me check. So I will say open with notepad, so it's tested. Yeah, this is the correct output. Yeah, so basically it created so basically you can see I mentioned a set payload and it's tested, right? And let me try once again. I will just enter it, so it create the third file. Okay, and simply edit it. Okay, so now what happens, like I want to explain you something more. So basically, like we have to use 8082 when we deploy the application to the cloud hub, otherwise it will not accessible. So I will tell you what happens, the default firewall rules in the cloud hub. So basically it supports something like that: http port 8081, https dot port equals to 8082, then we have a http dot private dot port 8091, https dot private dot port. So these are some default firewall rule available in your cloud of VPC or Anypoint VPC. So where like http dot port, so if you want to run your application on http on the shared load balancer, right? So you deploy application on 8081. When you want to run your application on the shared load balancer on HTTPS, you have to deploy the application on 8082. Let's consider if you have a dedicated load balancer, and that dedicated load balancer is a part of your Anypoint VPC. In that case, if your dedicated load balancer has to access the application, a cloud hub application, in that case over the protocol HTTP, so you deploy the application on 8091 port. And like if you want to access the application over port HTTPS, over the protocol HTTPS, so you have to deploy 8092. So this is why we have to deploy the application on the proper port. Okay, so let me save everything, and I will simply export this application. Next, and I will simply say finish. Okay, so I will go to my cloud hub and I will try to deploy that application. I will go to my runtime manager. So I will copy this command on this video. So okay, you can find out that command from the video comment section. Okay, so I will say deploy application. I will say https demo app, simply say cloud hub, select the file. So my file is in like C drive, users, Dell. Let me find it out, https demo example.jar. Yes, and I will say deploy application. So I will pause the video till application get deployed. So welcome back. So I can see my application has been deployed. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me copy this. I'll open new Chrome browser and I will say https, okay, and slash, I will say test. So you can see it has downloaded some file. Let me edit it. So test it. So I got the required output successfully. Okay, and here you can see the warning also, because as I mentioned, like self-signed certificate have like browser doesn't trust it, so that is the reason you get some warnings for that. So make sure when you are doing some production deployment or whatever, you use some certificate from the VeriSign or GoDaddy, whatever, you can use from them. Okay, so this is how you can enable a HTTPS for your application. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.